Welcome to Film Pulse Movies. Today, we'll dive into the story of this movie and also take a look at the cast and crew who worked on it. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Now, let's get into the video. What happens when a fearless federal agent uncovers a deadly conspiracy that could shake the entire nation? With nothing but his combat skills, sharp instincts, and unbreakable will, he takes on enemies who will stop at nothing. This is the story of Federal Agent, starring Scott Adkins. The movie begins with Scott Adkins playing a tough and highly skilled federal agent, known for his no-nonsense attitude and dangerous missions. When a secret criminal organization infiltrates government ranks, Scott is sent undercover to investigate. But what he uncovers is far more dangerous than anyone imagined. The criminals are not just smugglers or killers, they are masterminds plotting a massive attack that could put millions of lives at risk. With time running out, Scott must fight his way through corrupt officials, deadly mercenaries, and betrayal from those closest to him. Packed with high-octane action, bone-crushing martial arts, and breathtaking stunts, the film showcases Scott Adkins at his absolute best. Every fight is brutal, every twist is shocking, and every second keeps you on edge. In the end, the final showdown tests not just his strength but also his loyalty to justice. Alone, surrounded, and outnumbered, the federal agent must decide: save himself or sacrifice everything to stop the conspiracy and protect his country. When corruption reaches the highest levels of power, only one man dares to stand in the way. Scott Adkins takes on the role of a fearless federal agent who must fight enemies on all sides, risking everything to uncover the truth. But the question remains: can one man's courage stop a conspiracy powerful enough to destroy a nation? The movie opens with Scott Adkins as a federal agent known for his discipline, sharp reflexes, and unmatched combat skills. Assigned to routine cases, his life takes a drastic turn when a mission exposes a powerful underground network smuggling weapons and secrets through government channels. At first, it looks like just another dangerous assignment, but soon Scott realizes he has stumbled into something far bigger. As he digs deeper, he uncovers shocking evidence. High-ranking officials are secretly involved in the criminal empire. The stakes rise when Scott's own agency begins to turn against him, framing him as a traitor. Now, the hunter becomes the hunted, and he must survive assassins, bounty hunters, and corrupt law enforcement while still trying to stop the conspiracy. The movie delivers intense action sequences, from brutal close combat fights to high-speed chases and explosive gun battles. Scott Adkins uses every ounce of his training, proving why he's one of the most unstoppable action stars of our time. Every punch, every kick, and every move feels like life or death. At the same time, the story dives into the agent's personal struggle. He must decide who he can trust: friends, colleagues, or no one at all. Betrayal lurks at every corner, and even allies may not be what they seem. Yet, despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Scott refuses to back down. A breathtaking finale. Scott faces the criminal mastermind behind the conspiracy in a fight that combines raw hand-to-hand combat with explosive action. Surrounded by enemies and with no backup, he fights not just for survival, but for justice. The final choice he makes could either save millions of lives or cost him everything. The movie ends on a powerful note: justice comes at a heavy price, but a true federal agent never quits. With courage, sacrifice, and relentless determination, Scott proves that one man can indeed make a difference, no matter how impossible the odds. What happens when the system, despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Cole refuses to give up? Using his combat skills, survival instincts, and street smarts, he fights back in brutal close-quarters battles, explosive shootouts, and high-speed chases. Every encounter is a test of strength and determination, showing why Scott Adkins is one of the best action stars in the world. Along the way, Cole finds unexpected allies: an investigative journalist who wants to expose the truth, and a loyal friend inside the agency who risks everything to help him. But betrayal is everywhere, and not everyone can be trusted. The criminals will stop at nothing to silence him, and the deeper he goes, the closer he comes to the mastermind behind the conspiracy. The movie builds to a high-octane climax when Cole finally tracks down the leader of the syndicate. In a brutal showdown filled with martial arts combat, gunfire, and explosive stunts, he faces his greatest challenge yet. Surrounded and badly injured, Cole refuses to surrender. With sheer willpower and courage, he takes down the mastermind and stops the catastrophic attack that could have destroyed millions of lives. In the end, the truth is revealed, the conspiracy is exposed, and Cole's name is cleared. But victory comes at a cost. Friends are lost, sacrifices are made, and Cole walks away knowing that justice is never easy. Yet, as long as there are enemies threatening his country, A federal agent like him will always be ready to fight. Itself turns against the man sworn to protect it? Federal agent brings Scott Adkins in a thrilling role as a fearless operative who risks everything to stop a conspiracy that could destroy the nation. Betrayal, corruption, and non-stop action. This is not just a fight for survival, it's a fight for justice. The story begins with Scott Adkins as Agent Cole, a highly skilled federal agent known for his discipline, intelligence, and unmatched fighting ability. He is respected for completing impossible missions and feared by criminals who know his name. But his life takes a sudden turn when he is assigned to investigate a suspicious arms smuggling case that seems small at first but hides a dark secret. As Cole digs deeper, he uncovers shocking evidence. This is no ordinary smuggling ring. A powerful criminal syndicate has infiltrated the government itself, with high-ranking officials secretly helping them move weapons and classified information. The more Cole uncovers, the more dangerous the mission becomes. Soon, he realizes that the conspiracy runs deeper than anyone could have imagined. Just when he's about to expose the truth, Cole's own agency turns against him. Framed for crimes he didn't commit, he is branded a traitor and hunted by his fellow agents. Overnight, the hunter becomes the hunted. Now, Cole is forced to go on the run, fighting not only deadly assassins and mercenaries but also the very system he once swore to protect. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and make sure to like and share as well. Now, let's continue with the video. When loyalty is tested, when betrayal hides behind every smile, and when one man must face an army alone, the result is a story of courage, sacrifice, and unstoppable action. This is Federal Agent, starring Scott Adkins, where justice is earned through blood, sweat, and unshakable will. Scott Adkins plays Agent Cole Travis, a federal agent feared by criminals and respected by his peers. Known for his precision, strength, and never backing down, Cole has built a reputation for bringing down dangerous syndicates. But his latest mission will test him like never before. Cole is assigned to investigate what appears to be a standard case of arms smuggling. At first, it looks routine: track the dealers, shut down the operation, and arrest those responsible. But when he digs deeper, he discovers military-grade weapons are being shipped in massive quantities, with connections pointing directly to politicians and government officials. Before Cole can act, he is betrayed. His mission is sabotaged, and evidence is planted against him. Suddenly, Cole is declared a rogue agent, and the very government he serves turns him into a wanted criminal. His badge means nothing anymore, and the agency he once trusted now leads the hunt to kill him. Forced into hiding, Cole moves through dark alleys, abandoned warehouses, and secret safehouses. Every move he makes is tracked, every phone call monitored, every ally questioned. He becomes a ghost, surviving off instincts while assassins and mercenaries close in on him. Yet, even with the world against him, he refuses to quit. Through stolen files and coded messages, Cole uncovers the horrifying truth. The conspiracy involves not only corrupt politicians but also international criminals planning a large-scale attack on American soil. The weapons are just the beginning. Their real plan is chaos, designed to destabilize the entire nation. During his escape, Cole crosses paths with Sarah, an investigative journalist chasing the same story. Reluctant at first, he realizes she may be the key to exposing the conspiracy. Together, they form an uneasy alliance. With Sarah's information and Cole's combat skills, they start dismantling the syndicate piece by piece. The movie explodes with non-stop action, hand-to-hand combat in a crowded nightclub, a brutal knife fight in a narrow hallway, a high-speed chase through the city, and a shootout inside a government facility. Scott Adkins showcases his trademark martial arts skills, turning every fight into a heart-pounding spectacle. Just when Cole believes he's close to uncovering the mastermind, he is betrayed again, this time by someone inside the agency whom he considered family. The betrayal cuts deep, and Cole nearly loses everything. But instead of breaking him, it fuels his rage and determination to finish the mission at any cost. The climax takes place inside a heavily guarded compound where the criminal leader is preparing the final phase of the attack. Cole infiltrates alone, fighting wave after wave of mercenaries. Exhausted but unbroken, he confronts the mastermind in an epic one-on-one battle. The fight is raw, intense, and personal, justice versus corruption. Against all odds, Cole emerges victorious. The evidence he recovers exposes the entire network of corrupt officials and criminals. His name is cleared, the conspiracy destroyed, and millions of lives saved. But Cole knows the cost of victory. He's lost friends, faced betrayal, and carries scars that will never heal. The movie ends with Cole walking away from the chaos. He doesn't celebrate, he doesn't rest. He knows there will always be another fight, another enemy hiding in the shadows. Because being a federal agent isn't just a job, it's a burden, a promise to protect, even when the world turns against you. When corruption hides in plain sight and betrayal comes from those closest to you, what does it take for one man to fight back? In Federal Agent, Scott Adkins steps into his most dangerous. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and make sure to like and share as well. Now, let's continue with the video. Mission yet. This is not just a battle against criminals, it's a war against the system itself. Scott Adkins plays Agent Cole Travis, a decorated federal agent with a reputation for completing missions no one else dares to accept. Known for his brutal hand-to-hand skills and sharp instincts, Cole has faced smugglers, cartels, and assassins. But when his latest mission begins, he doesn't know he's walking into the most dangerous fight of his life. Cole is sent to investigate what appears to be a routine weapons smuggling case along the border. The operation seems straightforward, but something feels wrong. The weapons are too advanced, the buyers too organized, and the money trail leads not to criminals, but to politicians and businessmen sitting in the highest offices of power. As Cole closes in on the truth, his mission takes a deadly turn. His team is ambushed, his evidence destroyed, and he is framed for treason. Within hours, Cole goes from being a respected agent to America's most wanted fugitive. The same agency he served now declares him a traitor. His badge is gone, his allies silent, and his life in danger. Cole barely escapes the ambush. Injured but determined, he becomes a ghost, slipping through the shadows while an army of federal officers, assassins, and mercenaries hunt him down. Every safe house is compromised, every contact a risk. Alone, betrayed, and hunted, Cole must survive using only his instincts and his fists. While on the run, Cole hacks into restricted files and uncovers the horrifying truth: the conspiracy is global. Corrupt officials are working with an international syndicate planning a massive terror attack that could plunge the country into chaos. The smuggled weapons are just a distraction, the real threat is far greater. Cole crosses paths with Sarah Blake, an investigative journalist who has been chasing the same conspiracy. At first, he doesn't trust her. Journalists can be liabilities, but when she saves him from an assassination attempt, he realizes they share a common enemy. Together, they form a fragile partnership. Her access to information and his combat skills make them a deadly team. The middle act of the film is pure adrenaline. Cole and Sarah are pursued through crowded marketplaces, rooftops, and highways. From bone-breaking fights in abandoned warehouses to a jaw-dropping motorcycle chase, Scott Adkins unleashes every ounce of his martial arts mastery. Each encounter brings them closer to the truth, but also closer to death. Just as hope rises, Cole learns the most painful truth: his betrayal came from within. The traitor is Agent Dalton, his former mentor and father figure, who secretly partnered with the syndicate. Dalton believes the system is broken and has sold out to the enemy for power and wealth. For Cole, this is more than a mission now, it's personal. Determined to stop them, Cole and Sarah strike back. They take down safe houses, intercept shipments, and dismantle the syndicate piece by piece. Each battle is fiercer than the last. In one unforgettable scene, Cole fights 6 mercenaries at once in a rain-soaked alley, showcasing Scott Adkins' raw speed and brutal choreography. The conspiracy's mastermind is revealed as Senator Vaughn, a powerful politician who has been orchestrating everything from behind the scenes. His plan is to unleash chaos, declare a state of emergency, and seize absolute power. With only hours left before the attack, Cole must risk everything to stop him. The climax takes place inside a fortified compound where Vaughn and Dalton prepare to execute their plan. Cole infiltrates alone, fighting through waves of heavily armed mercenaries. Explosions light up the night, bullets tear through walls, and every hallway becomes a battlefield. The ultimate battle pits Cole against Dalton in a brutal, emotional fight. Mentor versus student. Betrayal versus justice. The fight is raw and savage, with every punch fueled by years of trust shattered. Bloodied but unbroken, Cole defeats Dalton before confronting Vaughn in a final face-off that ends with the senator exposed for his crimes. Though victorious, Cole walks away scarred, physically and emotionally. He has lost friends, mentors, and the agency he once trusted. But he has also proven that one man's courage can make a difference, even when the entire system is corrupt. The film ends with Cole disappearing into the night, leaving behind the title of federal agent. But his fight isn't over. The world is full of enemies hiding in the shadows, and when the time comes, Cole Travis will be ready to rise again. What happens when a loyal agent becomes the target of the very system he swore to protect? Betrayed, hunted, and pushed to the edge, Scott Adkins stars as federal agent Cole Travis, a man who risks everything to stop a conspiracy that could bring down an entire nation. Cole Travis isn't just any federal agent. He's a war veteran turned elite operative with years of combat experience. Known for his discipline, brutal martial arts, and refusal to compromise, he's the kind of man criminals fear even before he shows up. But behind his tough exterior, Cole carries scars of the past, losing his family to a violent crime years earlier. Justice isn't just his duty, it's personal. Cole is assigned to investigate an arms smuggling operation. At first, it seems like another dangerous but if you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and make sure to like and share as well. Now, let's continue with the video. Ordinary mission. But during a raid, he discovers advanced military weapons far beyond what any criminal gang should have. Hidden inside one of the crates, he also finds documents linking the shipment to government contractors and political figures. The case is no longer routine, it's a ticking time bomb. Cole reports his findings, but instead of backup, he walks into a trap. His unit is ambushed, his evidence erased, and his name plastered across the media as a traitor accused of selling secrets. In a single night, Cole becomes the most wanted man in America. Friends turn away, colleagues hunt him, and the badge he once carried with pride now marks him for death. Cole barely survives the ambush. Injured, betrayed, and hunted, he goes underground. The movie shifts into high-stakes survival as Cole evades assassins, mercenaries, and his own agency's tactical teams. He sleeps in abandoned warehouses, hacks into dark web networks, and fights in back alleys just to stay alive. Every moment is a test of his willpower through coded files. Cole uncovers the truth. A secret syndicate, backed by powerful politicians, plans to unleash a devastating terror attack. Their goal is chaos, collapse the system, seize control, and profit from war. The deeper Cole digs, the more he realizes this isn't just corruption, it's treason at the highest level. On the run, Cole meets Sarah Blake, an investigative journalist who has been chasing whispers of the same conspiracy. Initially, Cole doesn't trust her. Journalists are liabilities. But when she risks her life to save him from a hit squad, an uneasy alliance forms. Sarah provides the information, Cole provides the firepower. Together, they begin dismantling the conspiracy piece by piece. The middle act delivers non-stop action, a brutal knife fight in a prison yard when Cole infiltrates to question an ex-syndicate informant. A motorcycle chase through narrow city streets, ending with Cole leaping onto a moving truck. A warehouse battle where Cole takes down 10 mercenaries in hand-to-hand combat, using pipes, chains, and his sheer will. Every fight is intense, raw, and highlights Scott Adkins' signature martial arts style. The film delivers its most shocking twist. Cole's mentor, Agent Dalton, the man who trained him, is revealed as the traitor inside the agency. Dalton believes the government is broken and has aligned himself with the syndicate, choosing power over loyalty. For Cole, this betrayal cuts deeper than any bullet. As Cole and Sarah dig further, they discover the syndicate's final plan: detonate a series of attacks across major cities, triggering nationwide panic. With only hours left, Cole races against time, fighting mercenaries in subways, abandoned factories, and even inside a moving plane in one jaw-dropping sequence. Amid the chaos, Cole's humanity shines through. Flashbacks reveal his grief for his lost family, and his bond with Sarah grows as she reminds him that justice isn't just revenge, it's hope for a safer world. These emotional layers balance the non-stop action, showing Cole not just as a fighter, but as a man carrying the weight of sacrifice. The conspiracy's mastermind is finally unmasked: Senator Vaughn, a powerful politician who orchestrated everything. Vaughn's vision is to ignite fear, declare martial law, and seize ultimate power. Cold, calculating, and untouchable, Vaughn believes no one can stop him. But he didn't count on Cole. The climax unfolds in Vaughn's heavily fortified compound. Explosions tear through corridors, alarms blare, and Cole fights through wave after wave of elite guards. Then comes the ultimate confrontation: Cole versus Dalton, student against master. Their fight is brutal, personal, and filled with emotion. In the end, Cole defeats Dalton, proving that loyalty to justice is stronger than betrayal. With Sarah's help, Cole broadcasts the evidence live to the nation. Vaughn is exposed, arrested, and the syndicate destroyed. The terror attack is stopped at the last second, and Cole's name is finally cleared. But victory comes at a cost: friends lost, scars earned, and a soul forever changed. Though offered his badge back, Cole refuses. He knows the fight isn't over. The system will always have cracks, corruption will always lurk, and men like Vaughn will rise again. The final shot shows Cole walking into the night, carrying nothing but his determination and unbreakable will. Federal Agent is more than an action movie. It's a story of betrayal, redemption, and one man's fight against impossible odds. With Scott Adkins delivering bone-crushing action, breathtaking stunts, and raw emotion, the film cements itself as a must-watch for every action fan.